Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. We are 9 hours into our live stream of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I had an amazing time yesterday. Definitely seems like it's going to be a really cool experience. I'm going to talk today about some of the really cool aspects of the launch. Absolutely seems like this game is turning out to be a successful warhorse. There have been a couple of other things going on. I absolutely saw the back and forth between Daniel and John on X. I'll do a separate video on that. I also saw the review from Eurogamer, and surprise, surprise, I have different thoughts on that review compared to a lot of you all. So I'll talk about that in a separate video as well. But for now, we're going to first focus on the positive business before the BS, you all. So first and foremost, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has sold 1 million copies, and they put out a tweet saying, "Over 1 million of you have stepped into our world. We're beyond grateful for your support. Thank you for making KCD 2 a triumph." And once again, I think this is absolutely well earned. The game is incredible. I'm having a great time playing it, and it's going to be really interesting to see how high this rises. I don't know how Kingdom Come Deliverance did at first. I know it had a very rough launch, but I don't know how the sales were. So I don't know if this is in line with how the original game sold or if it's much better. The original game eventually sold 8 million units. Obviously, Warhorse Studios is hoping Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 will do even better. Now, moving on, Daniel Vava responded and said, "Hey, 1 million within 24 hours, it's a flop." Because, of course, there are still, even now, a bunch of anti-woke grifters who are preying on this game, who are trying to say that it's gay, it's woke, it's terrible, don't buy it. And they're telling everybody that, hey, we're winning and the numbers are going down. And, oh, this game, it's not going to do well. It's obviously going to do very well. So he continues, "But seriously, thank you. And if you like the game, give it a review on Steam or Open Metacritic. So far, we have 92% positive user reviews out of 4,400 on Steam." Great stuff. Which reminds me, I need to put up a review on Steam myself once I finish the game. Now, he also says, "Fun fact, a week ago, I made a prediction about how many copies we will sell on first day. I was off by 104 units. My boss was off by 100,000 units. I should be an analyst or something." I can't even imagine how freaking cool it must feel to create something that is enjoyed by literally millions of people, and you know while you're creating it, millions of people are going to enjoy this and indulge in it. Like, that has got to be such a gratifying feeling, especially when it's released out to the public and you're able to see for yourself, man, everybody knows this stuff is just great. Everything I thought was absolutely correct. It's going to be really interesting to see where Warhorse goes from here. Obviously, KCD2 is supposed to be the end of Henry's story. I wonder if they'll do other medieval simulators or if they'll decide to drift off to fantasy. Right now, I think it's pretty obvious the world is their oyster. Anything that Warhorse does, people are going to be interested in and going to expect it to absolutely be great. Now, speaking of how many people are playing the game, Daniel put up a posting about the Steam charts. And so he said 5 hours to go to another peak. And so the all-time peak is 159,000 players. And there were 154,000 players at the time that he put this up. Now, some of the anti-woke grifters have been putting up screenshots showing these numbers tailing down. And of course, they're saying, oh, the numbers are dropping because people are realizing this game is woke and they're falling off. No, the numbers I'm positive are going to drop because there's a whole lot of people who bought this game because of the marketing. And these are pick up and play type of players, right? Who figure, oh, I'll just figure stuff out. It won't be a problem. And then they realize, oh, KCD is the type of series where there's definitely some difficulty associated with it. It's a while before you have, a certain amount of money and all the gear that you need and things of that nature. And you kind of have to use your head to figure out how to get through of the game, and that does not appeal to everybody. It just doesn't. And Warhorse has always been upfront about that. This is not a game for everybody. This is a game that we wanted to make. And so I'm sure these player numbers will fall off as more folks figure out, okay, you know what, this is a great game, but it's not the game for me. And so it'll be interesting where it kind of middles out to when it gets to the group that really, really loves this type of experience. Now, next up, CDPR gave a shout out, ahoy, which means basically hi, Warhorse Studios. Congratulations on the release of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. May your blade always be sharp, cup never run dry, and the path stay safe. And remember, if you ever find yourself facing monsters, we'll happily lend you a silver sword. Aduntas Fortuna Uvat. And it's Geralt clapping hands with Henry. I thought this was super cool. I thought this was really, really cool. A nice touch. It's got almost 1 million views. A lot of people saw it, providing even more exposure regarding the game. I thought that was really, really cool that they did that. And obviously Daniel did too. He said, "Oh, Karat," which from my understanding means, "Oh, fuck." Made clear that he appreciated them reaching out. Now, there was a response that he actually put this on his main channel, and there was a response to that saying, he retweeted this response as well from a guy named Luan saying, "Hey, hello, Daniel. This may sound silly, but as someone who is still holding up to a GTX 1070, I wholeheartedly appreciate the optimizing work of your team. It runs great at a solid 60 frames per second on my PC. That has been my experience as well. My computer runs a little bit hot. I can tell that while I'm playing KCD2, but there's been very little as far as bugs. Like I see some clipping out in the distance, but there's nothing that's stopping me from completing the quest. I haven't had to, I haven't had any crashes. I haven't had to restart the game. It's been nothing of that sort. Really, really happy thus far with my overall playthrough, especially considering the stories that we all heard regarding the original KCD launch. Great, great stuff. Now, Chris Avalon, who is obviously a very, very well-decorated developer, worked on such classes as Fallout New Vegas and Pillars of Eternity. And I think did he work on Tyranny? I think he might have worked on Tyranny. Bunch of other stuff as well. So just a long list of heavy titles in the industry. He said, "Congrats to KCD2 and Warhorse Studios for the great lineup of review scores and strong Game of the Year contender. As has been said by others, now that's how you do a sequel. Congrats to the development team for the hard work. It shows in the critical and player reception." And Daniel Vavra responded, "The fact that a creator of one of the best games of my life will ever write something like this, fuck, I am speechless. Thank you." So it seems like he's getting a lot of love, a lot of accolades, a lot of people letting him know, hey, we think what you've done is absolutely amazing. And then finally, Warhorse Studios did put up this screenshot showing that the vast majority of major publications think very, very highly of this game. With GameSpot 9 out of 10, IGN 9 out of 10, PC Gamer 9 out of 10, and of course the accolades don't stop there. There are a ton of people on YouTube and who have nothing to do with, legacy media, who have also been saying up and down, this game is incredible. In fact, there's a lot of heavily right-wing, anti-woke type people who are saying this game is great. All the other stories you've heard about it, completely overblown. Pick up this game, buy it. It's well worth it. The devs deserve it for how much work and effort they've put into the title. And once again, I echo those same sentiments. I'm having a great time with the game. I see some weaknesses with it even early that I'm definitely going to talk about in the review, but nothing that makes me say, hey, these 9 out of 10s are something that it doesn't deserve. So definitely looking forward to talking about it. I'm going to wait until a couple of more sessions before I release an impressions video. And of course, I'll drop a full review on this game once I have finished it. Anyway, that's the video. Like I said, we'll get into some of the other stuff later, but I wanted to start out with the positive, with the great stuff regarding the with the launch. So looking forward to going through some of the other stuff later. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments regarding how you feel about the launch thus far. and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.